Damn you, FIFA. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not going to cry, but man, somebody tell me why I'm sitting here getting emotional watching damn soccer videos.
The World Cup is helping to heal the world. If you guys do not get so much joy out of seeing our out-of-town guest come and enjoy things like In-N-Out, the cheesecake.
What do you mean the World Cup is over this week? Genuinely so sad that
I seriously do not want this World Cup to end at all. It has been absolutely incredible so far. We've got about 7 more games to go.
We don't want to leave. We don't want to go. I'm asking him to get a spare bed for one evening more.
Enjoy.
The World Cup is quickly coming to an end, and I am, for one, am struggling because what do you mean I have free time? What do you mean that my day is not occupied by game after game after game? I'm already struggling now that we're down to 2 games. What do you mean there's going to be no games in the near future? And also, who do I root for next World Cup? What do you mean that we're going to have a World Cup without Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo? I don't even know what that looks like because my entire life they've been in the World Cup. Like, who do I root for? Who am I being like, oh, I am watching this player. I am rooting for this team. I'm just like, my soccer heart belongs to Messi and Neymar. What do you mean I'm going to have a World Cup with none of them? I need a new team. Not even a team. I need a new player. Because I follow the player. I don't follow the team. What do you mean? I don't know. I'm like emotionally struggling because I don't know what next World Cup looks like. And that's a scary thought because my entire life, Messi's been in a World Cup. My entire life, I mean, remembering Neymar's been in a World Cup. Ronaldo's been there. Modric's been there. Ochoa's been there. What do you mean all of these players aren't going to be there? I'm going to have to learn a whole new roster of names. What?
As a football fan living in a World Cup host city, I am exhausted. I keep saying I'm not going to go out, but then I go out because if I don't, I'm going to have FOMO, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But I genuinely have not slept since the World Cup started. If I'm not at the stadium watching the games, I'm at a pub watching the games. I also have to work and then find time to, do all my responsibilities. I actually don't think I've done laundry since the World Cup started, which is fine because all I've been wearing is jerseys anyways. But I'm so sleepy, and I actually don't care. I'm just a little cranky in the mornings now, and then I go back to partying with the foreigners. Also, major shout out to the Scots. I love you guys.
Really get into it. Really get into it. Really get into it. Bow, fuck it up, get it more. Really get into it. I'm really getting into it.
I seriously do not want this World Cup to end at all. It has been absolutely incredible so far. We've got about 7 more games to go, 7 more thrilling events, 7 more opportunities to get behind your team and support them all the way to the end. I think this World Cup has been amazing. I think it's brought the world together. I think it's brought a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of harmony, and it's just brought smiles to everyone's faces. USA has done such a good job of hosting this World Cup, and it's been amazing to see people from all over the world come to America to experience many different states, to get to meet the great American people, and to just get to see and experience the United States for what it truly is. That is a country that is welcoming, that's hospitable, that's kind, that is full of uniqueness, and it's just been an incredible time for everyone that's come to visit. I've lived here for 14 years, and so it's been really cool to see everyone coming in and sharing their experiences, and yeah, it's just been awesome. And with that, it's a shame that the World Cup only happens every 4 years, because look what it does to the world. It brings everybody together.
This is probably a slightly ignorant take, probably an incredibly ignorant take, but I want to say it anyway. This World Cup has been so nice. I haven't seen an ounce of news for weeks. And to come home every day and be able to turn a game on that's so many millions and millions of people around the world are invested in, and knowing that we're connected somehow via this game, there's a shared language, there's a shared sense of community, is really refreshing and probably kind of needed. And I just really enjoy this time. I'm sure you are too. And let's enjoy it while it lasts, y'all.
When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken,
I'm walking around the city right now. I did a few returns and then decided to just stroll around because the energy is electric right now at the World Cup, and I ended up down over near like Hennessy's and White Bull at Government Center, and vibes are extremely high, and the US game is on, and it's just cute to see all the other teams come together. Like when the US scored, every other country was cheering and chanting US, and it's just cute how we have become every other country's hype men and they've become ours, and simple but so wholesome, and I love it.
I need the World Cup to happen on a continuous cycle forever. As soon as this one wraps up, go again, run it back. New bracket, we're starting over. God, or at least once a year. Every summer, World Cup, like, oh, you're telling me 4 more years needs to pass before this happens again. I mean, I've had so much fun watching these games. It's electric. I have screamed at my TV over teams that I have no personal connection to. The Netherlands, that's my team. I would actually prefer they win it over the US, which obviously won't happen now, but the Netherlands won very heartbreakingly to Morocco. And yes, I wish they would have won, but it was such a fun game to watch. Like it was amazing. Our country hosting it has been awesome. I've been seeing that we might host it in 2038. That's in 12 years. If there's something that's like even close to the equivalent of this for soccer or football, sorry, can you let me know? Because I've had so much fun.
I should get some sleep.
let's go! Let's go! No importa el idioma, no importa el color, aquí nos une la misma pasión. Se siente en la vena, se siente en la piel. El planeta entero empieza a mover los pies. De América, Europa, de Asia hasta el sur. La fiesta es ahora, prende la luz.
I think my new team that I'm rooting for is Curaçao. I hope I'm saying that right, because they interviewed this woman afterward and they're like, why do you think your team didn't win? And she was like, why didn't we win? We won. We scored a goal against Germany. They're a powerhouse and we are a small island, and it was just a dream. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna stop crying one day, but it's not today. I love this for them, and that's what soccer is all about, and that's what the World Cup is all about.
I'm already getting like pre-sad for the World Cup ending because like it really does feel like one big sleepover. Like, I'm sorry. I just watched a video of like fans from Japan dancing and tearing it up at a club in Texas, and like, I don't want this to end. And then I saw this tweet earlier that it was like, the world leaders must be so mad watching everybody from like all over the world getting along with each other. And I'm just like, yes, like this is exactly what was supposed to happen, and this is exactly what they didn't want to happen, because they're seeing us all getting along, and if we're getting along, we can't be divided and separated like they want us to be, and miserable. And I'm just like, oh my god, can we just like keep the World Cup going? Can we have like a different excuse? Like, what can we have like after the World Cup to like have people come back? Or like, what can we do every year so that people can come for like a whole month like this? I don't want it to end. We have to start brainstorming. Let's come up with something else, guys.
What's up, guys? I've been MIA here a little bit. Some due to work, but mostly because of the World Cup. I've been enjoying the hell out of it. I don't think I've missed the whole entire match, but it's been phenomenal. So I have enjoyed every single bit of it, between the call from Telemundo to the call from Fox Sports. I'm not against Stu Holden, Josh Strong. They've been phenomenal. They're not biased, even though the U.S. men's national team plays. But I tend to, and I think most of us tend to go for the Telemundo broadcast. I've enjoyed the social media pages, Telemundo, TUDN, just to replay back and see their calls, their expressions. It's just the little things, man, that I enjoy the hell out of it. Although no knock on Fox Sports, the after show, the pre-show, Zlatan and Thierry Henry, Rebecca, and Cholin Lalas has been just perfect. I'm excited for the end of this World Cup. Almost 16 teams to go. Mexico, didn't think they would get this strong, but hey, baby, enjoy the ride while it lasts. So.
This has to be like one of the best World Cups ever. Like, the vibes everywhere I go are just amazing. Like, I want to be out every day for every game. Like, I'm loving LA right now. Like, LA hasn't been like this in a while. Like, it's amazing. I'm gonna miss the World Cup when it's gone, for real.
I never in my life have ever given a fuck about soccer. But boy, oh boy, this World Cup has given me a newfound love for a sport that I didn't even think I would ever come to love. I find myself watching highlight videos now. I'll be on TikTok and I'll watch like 8 highlight videos in a row. Like, soccer is an interesting sport. And I have the World Cup, this World Cup, to thank for that. Because before this, I never gave a fuck about soccer. I didn't even know we were hosting until it actually like came here. And man, soccer is electric. It really is bringing the country together, which is a positive, especially in times like this. But I feel like it's been bringing the world together too. Like, politics aside, watching the citizens of each country interact with one another and spread nothing but love and positivity really gives hope for the world. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy my newfound love for soccer. I know there's probably so many other people who also have a newfound love for soccer. I just hope that we stay well with them. I hope America can take this momentum that we have from our national team and just keep it rolling, you know? I want to make sure soccer is important because this shit is electric. I love it.
What do you mean the World Cup is almost over? No, it's not. Stop lying. Don't lie to me. The World Cup is not almost over. It is almost over. You're telling me I gotta wait another 4 years for this to happen again? I was just starting to enjoy this thing, and you're telling me it's almost over? Great.
Listen here, I'm kind of greedy, okay? So, you know, when the World Cup was first starting, I wasn't a football girly like that. But I was watching a game, and then I turn, another game's on, then I go on Telemundo, another game's on, then I go here, another game. All right, then we get to the round of 32. So that means there's less games, which I understand, but at least I was still getting, you know, game there, game started 12, game started 3, game started this. So I was used to getting like 3-4 games a day, or 2-3 games a day. And so we get to the round of 16, and I'm just watching less and less games. Then we get to 8. Oh, honey. And it's only 1 game today. That's it. That's all I get. 1. First of all, I didn't even get a game yesterday. And today I only get 1. Just 1 game. And it starts at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in my drop top, cruising the street. 4. I'm getting sad, coming to the realization that this is coming to an end. Grandma not mad, grandma just hurt. And the next time I'll experience this is in 2030. Oh my gosh, I can't even think about that right now. 2030? Okay, let me stop.
I just went to check what the late match is tonight, realized there was no game, and a wave of sadness and depression came over me that I have to wait till tomorrow to watch another footy match. What are we supposed to do when this World Cup ends? It just hit me that we're going to hit a level of depression and World Cup withdrawals that I don't think I've ever experienced before. The expanded World Cup, we were hit with more World Cup than we've ever had before, and then just cold turkey after July 19th. The final happens. What are we supposed to do? I guess it's like a strategic time to get significant other time in and take care of that before the Prem and NFL starts back up again. But it hadn't hit me until today that, like in life, everything comes to an end, and this World Cup is, before we blink, it's gonna be over, man.
In another life, maybe it was you and me.
I missed the first weeks of the World Cup already, bro. What, nothing but love and happiness, the Scots being real cool, Mexicans and Koreans getting along. Now we got all these delusional Messi takes, the World Cup is rigged shit. You got a Paraguayan senator being racist on public television. Like, those first few weeks, that's why the World Cup in general is so good every 4 years. It just makes you remember for a hot second world peace is possible, and then it can go right back down real quick.
All of the World Cup TikToks that are coming out are giving me life. They have actually given me hope that I have not had in a long time, and it makes me double down on the fact that people from different countries coming to America make us great.
We don't want to leave. We don't want to go. I'm asking him to get a spare bed for 1 evening more. If anybody wants to sponsor me, I could stay here for a year.
If I can bring all the Scots here in New England or the East Coast, I would, in a heartbeat.
The cones on top of every statue were amazing.
I love the parade with the bagpipes from here to Fenway.
It's so nice to understand that people are actually enjoying us being here. But at the same time, the Scots have also enjoyed coming here too.
The people just took to the Scottish like cousins, I don't know, just like long lost family. Now we found a new family, we have to come back.
Even if we don't have the World Cup, they should still come back every year.
I think it's hilarious how the World Cup has turned every American man into a lifelong soccer expert overnight. 3 weeks ago, most of us thought offsides meant your truck was parked over the line at Walmart. Now, everybody's sitting on their couch yelling at the TV, "He was clearly behind the final defender!" Sir, you learned that during the commercial break. And it's hilarious because it's the most American thing ever. We show up late with all the FOMO in the world and the confidence of a teenager trying to act cool in high school. We have no idea what's happening, but we are absolutely certain that we have to be a part of it. And now everybody, including myself, is obsessed with Erling Haaland. You know, the 6'4" Norwegian dude, plays for Manchester City. I had to look that up. Built like somebody created a high-functioning autistic Viking in a laboratory and taught him how to kick a soccer ball. The man is an absolute beast. His highlights are everywhere. The memes are also everywhere, and they're freaking hilarious. And everybody's doing the rowing chant, you know. And all of a sudden, every American man is acting like he has followed Haaland his entire career. I had to look up how to pronounce his name. They're like, "Oh yeah, Haaland, I've been watching him for years." No, you haven't. Last week, you didn't even know that Norway had a soccer team. Now, you're breaking down his movement, his positioning, and you're his finishing skills and all that stuff, like his coach is just waiting on your phone call. And this is the World Cup experience in America. We know absolutely nothing, but we believe if we say it loudly enough and repeat it enough, that it's gonna sound like a proper analysis. A month ago, we couldn't name 3 soccer players from anywhere in the world. Now we're discussing formations, possessions, percentages, and attacking strategy like Manchester City is about to offer us some sort of consulting job. And the flops, which is hilarious, because yes, soccer players flop. Any of you basketball fans out there need to calm down a little bit, because we've all watched LeBron James get grazed by an elbow and react like somebody dropped a piano on him. Soccer did not invent flopping. They just gave it a little more field to work with. In basketball, you fall 6 feet, or if you're that tall dude, like 8 feet. While in soccer, you have enough room to roll off into another time zone. Same performance, different stage. And the other day, whatever team was playing whatever team, and it ended 0-0. And some brand new American soccer expert says, wow, that was an amazing defensive battle. No, it wasn't. You just watched grown men run around for 2 hours and accomplish the same amount of scoring that you did in high school. But honestly, I love it, because for a few weeks, the entire country gets emotionally invested. We buy the jerseys, we mispronounce all the names, and we start saying football with some cheesy European accent. We pretend we've always loved the sport, and I'm sorry, just because you played it in recess before 5th grade, no. And I just love how we all carry ourselves with the confidence of a man who watched one explainer video, and now he believes he should be managing the national team. And the World Cup is going to end. Every one of us is going to go right back to not knowing when soccer is on the TV. But for one glorious month, every 4 years, we all get to be highly qualified soccer analysts with absolutely no qualification. Rant over.
I understand the World Cup has opened a lot of doors for a lot of American fans. You guys are now understanding what football is and what we've been watching for many decades. That we've been watching the best sport that is better than a lot of your sports. I understand you have football, American football, NBA, hockey, a lot of sports that you will say, oh, is a top sport. But when you know now football is the king of sports, now you want to be fans. Now you want to understand, there's Real Madrid, there's Barcelona, there's PSG, there's Manchester United, there's Arsenal, there's all these teams. My suggestion is do your research on Google, take your time, support your own league, the Major League Soccer, MLS. Pick a team from that and then work your way up to watching Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, all these leagues. That's my take. Just focus on your local league, build that up, and then do whatever.
From now on, from now on, from now on, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, oh yeah, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, oh yeah, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, oh yeah, from now on, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, oh yeah, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, oh yeah, and we will come back home.
I don't think the World Cup could be scripted any better than it's turned out so far. It's absolutely insane. England beating Mexico last night, down a player. I mean, Mexico, in my opinion, was one of the best teams in the World Cup. I thought they were going to go far, make it to the finals. And it all came down to basically that second goal where they caught them in one little mistake and they took advantage of it. Harry Kane is an absolute beast. Like, these games, Norway and Holland, like, all the legends are showing up. Like, you literally could not have scripted this World Cup to be any better. Soccer is going to be huge in the United States after this because of this World Cup. I think everybody knows that. Everybody's like, man, what have we been sleeping on? And I think that's pretty cool. So go Team USA. Belgium's going to be a tough competitor. I'm gonna be watching every minute tonight.
All right, so I just have to go out on a limb and I have to say that I think the World Cup is the greatest sporting event there is. Yes, I'm American. Yes, that is my opinion. And yes, I don't even follow the Premier Leagues or any of the league. I only follow World Cups, Copas, and Euros. But from following that and from locking in the World Cup, especially this year, we just finished watching Mexico and England, which was an absolute masterpiece. I mean, you just can't match the drama. I'm sorry, you can't. Not even like in a UFC fight where somebody could like freaking die. And the beauty and the drama, it's like high drama out there. I mean, you're watching these guys, they're all speaking different languages, so I don't even know how they're communicating. The ref is from another country. They're all screaming at each other. They're in each other's faces. They're rolling around the ground. Everybody hates that. I get it. The whole diving, flopping, but it's almost adds. I've gotten used to it now where I appreciate the drama. It's like do they go to class to learn how to roll around in agony when no one touched them? I don't know. I've started to appreciate it. The penalty kicks, the absolute high drama and stress of a penalty kick round in a World Cup match. I don't think you can find that level of anxiety anywhere else in any other phase of life almost. I'm not even kidding you, especially if it's your country that you're pulling for. So it's a beautiful game that I never really appreciated until the last 3 or 4 World Cups. The way the ball moves, the game within the game, the high drama, how freaking hard it is to score a goal. So when you score one, it's like you just, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's that feeling. Dare I say it's orgasmic. The game is amazing. It's a beautiful game. It's an old game. It's a world-renowned and appreciated game. It's a historic game. And it's a lovely freaking game. Dang.
Watching Americans enjoy every single country that comes here for the World Cup is just making me think about how we are like the shithead teenagers of the entire world. With the World Cup, we're like watching our aunties and uncles come into the family party and just like have the time of their lives. It is so fucking cool to watch centuries of tradition and culture happen in front of our eyes. Just like, it's crazy because it's such a young country. None of us knows what's going on, but we are like, yes. Every single country that has come here to visit and has showed us like your colors, your dances, the pride for your flag, your like fucking rowboat shit and bagpipes, like we will never be the same. The World Cup in the United States has changed us permanently.
Damn you, FIFA. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not going to cry, but man, somebody tell me why I'm sitting here getting emotional watching damn soccer videos. I'm not a soccer guy. I like the real football. But man, I think y'all did it, FIFA, with this damn World Cup stuff. I think y'all just made a Florida redneck into a soccer fan. Like, how can you be a decent human being and not love the unity and love and kindness and respect that is being shown right now on the world stage with the World Cup? Like watching all these cultures mix. Watching fans from different parts of the world do jersey swaps and give each other hugs. Watching Koreans try freaking Mexican food and embrace the culture and love it. And then show grace in their loss. Them Japanese folks trying In-N-Out for the first time and loving it. The Scottish in Boston. While watching every European fall in love with Texas brisket but simultaneously almost have a heat stroke because they're learning what real heat is. And do not get me started on that old Kansas man who came into tears and praised the Algerians for choosing his little Kansas hometown to come set up base camp. I am honestly so incredibly thankful that America was able to be given the opportunity and the privilege to host this. Like, we needed this, the world needed this. Because all these foreign soccer fans are all now learning that America is not what we're portrayed in the media. We are not what these politicians say. We are the nicest, kindest, most giving individuals on the face of this planet, and we love everybody. Our political system is so shot. Left wing, right wing, both damn wings belong to the same bird. You've got radical left and you've got radical right, but there are a bunch of us that fall somewhere in the middle that are good, upstanding, decent human beings that can agree to disagree. Just because we have a difference of opinions doesn't mean we hate each other. We can still love each other and be there for each other, and I think that's what the World Cup is hoping to show. So I'm 100% behind it. Go Team USA. But P.S. if it can't be Team USA, you know I gotta say go Cape Verde. Because my fellow old man, that goalie from Cape Verde shutting Spain out like that, what was it, 28 block shots on goal? And then bro getting emotional because his grandparents couldn't be there and then his mom couldn't be there because his grandparents has passed and his mom was having visa issues and immigration issues, but then the United States government stepping in and taking care of it, getting her visas covered, and then paying for the entire thing. And the homie blew up on social media. I love it, man. Love over hate. Remember, me and God love you. God bless you. Have a great day.
This World Cup is the best thing to happen to modern day America and modern day Americans, mainly because it is opening the minds and eyes of the average day-to-day regular American to the fact that American sporting and American culture is not all there is. It's not. Now, America is by no means a closed nation, right? It's not like old Japan where nobody can come in, nobody can come out, and the borders are closed. The country is just so massive that most Americans don't travel to other countries when they go on vacation. They just travel to other parts of America. And because of this fact, because you live, breathe America, you go on vacation in America, you don't have much exposure to international groups or people from other nations or different cultures or traditions. You kind of keep yourself in this bubble, in this feedback loop of kind of believing whatever it is you think because your only frame of reference is America. And that's for anything American. That's sporting, it's day-to-day, it's culture, it's tradition, it's everything. And one of the biggest and most interesting things, aside from obviously, fans of other nations coming over to watch these World Cup games and interacting, integrating, and enjoying their time with Americans and American culture, aside from that, you have so many Americans kind of opening their eyes to the truth, the realization that football is the world's game. And no more true is that than online, where people are interested now. They're watching these games casually maybe, and they become maybe a less casual, more invested viewer or watcher or fan, right? Then they go online and they look at these players. They look up Messi, they look up Ronaldo, they look up Neymar, they look up these players, and they see online the mass following, and they're going, whoa, what's going on here? Right? Because if your frame of reference is Tom Brady for American football and LeBron James for basketball in terms of the most famous, the most popular, the GOATs, and you look at their following compared to football and global football, it's insane, the difference, right? And it's mainly because there's not much exposure in American football and basketball to international countries, clubs, communities, right? It's all the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, they're all within America. And of course, baseball, right, has their international championships, right? But not many countries have baseball teams that compete regularly or at a high competitive level. But if your frame of reference is Tom Brady's superstar, and you see him at 15 or so million followers, which is a ton, but then you hear about this random Egyptian guy who plays in England at his club level, and you look him up, and he's at 70 million. And you're like, what? But then you have a part-time electrician and bus driver from a small African nation that hardly anybody had heard of before this World Cup. And in one game against Spain, where he plays incredibly well, overnight, he doubles Tom Brady's follower count almost. A 22-year-long career and multiple Super Bowl rings getting eclipsed online by a part-time electrician and bus driver. Messi and Ronaldo combined, their following combined is over 1 billion people. 2 people have an eighth of the world's population following them. And that's in reference to a world population if the entire world had internet. Remember how many people don't have internet and how many more followers people would have if everyone on the whole planet had internet, right? So that's 1 billion people out of all people on the planet who have internet and social media, who can follow them. Those are the people following them. I guarantee you they have way more fans. Billions and billions of fans. Everyone on the planet knows these people, but not everybody knows who Tom Brady is. Not everybody knows who LeBron James is, even though he has a huge following too. So it's been really cool to see Americans kind of open their eyes and be like, wow, I didn't realize how big this was, and I didn't realize how much bigger this was than my current frame of reference, which is again this kind of feedback loop bubble of well, they're world champions because they're the best American football team ever, or they're the best current American football team. When it's like, no, dog, they're world champions when your world is America. They're world champions when the world of baseball or the world of American football is America. Then they're world champions.
What was your biggest surprise about Americans?
My name is Jenny, and I'm from America, and I am married to my husband who is from Uganda. And if you would have asked me a couple of days ago, maybe it would be like 7 days ago, I would know very little about soccer. But since I'm married to a Ugandan who loves everything football, soccer, this is what I have learned in 2 days of watching football, aka soccer. Number one, it is hard to tell which team has which color and which team is which. But I will tell you that sometimes they have colors underneath here, and you can tell, like, I think this is the last game that we are watching today, and I think that this is Australia. And I think that this is Turkey. Right, the red is Turkey. So they play, and they play in two different halves for a long time. I just want to say they're very fit. They're very fit. They're very fit people. They run a lot. They use the whole field. There's no such thing as one side of the field. I don't know. They just like to pass the ball a lot. I personally would just shoot as many times as I could at the goal, but they like to pass it a lot. My husband says it's a tactical thing. It's a tactical game. But I don't know. So they have these refs too, and sometimes they hold up cards. Yellow is like, you know, when you're going past. It's when you're this is my commentary, okay? Yellow is when you're like going, it's like a stoplight, like it's okay. And then red is bad. Red is like, I'm pretty sure you're leaving the game. It's probably like I would say if you would hit somebody in the face, but I've seen like 3 people hit each other in the face and they're still in the game. So I don't know what a red is, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. Oh, this is a commercial. The other thing I realized is there's a lot of things I don't know. Sometimes people kick the ball and I don't know who kicks which side of the ball or where it goes. You can't touch the ball. I know that from like when I was 5 and I was playing soccer. But like they pass the ball to the goalie a lot sometimes. That's a little interesting. I don't know why you pass the ball to the goalie when the goalie's supposed to be the one without the ball because you're supposed to be scoring on the other side. But that's personally just one thing that I've seen. Overall, it's an interesting game. It's definitely an interesting game. I think there's a couple of things I've learned. Number one, the rest of the world cannot handle heat very well. A lot of people are taking water breaks. My husband says this is like a desert, and I guess now I understand because the northern teams are sweating way too much. But I mean, I sweat too, and I'm in the Midwest. The other thing I realized is their cleats apparently they hurt a lot. Or people are just faking injuries. I don't know. My husband says that it's because the cleats are really spiky, like they have metal stakes in them, but that's a little dangerous. I don't know why people are having metal stakes. I do like this jersey. I like the American jerseys. Or what are they called? They're not jerseys. Are they jerseys? Okay. I like those. Those are cool. We need to get some of those. Yeah, overall, don't get hit with a cleat, I guess. That's important.
Okay, so as we head into the quarterfinals of the World Cup as an American fan, here's a couple of my thoughts. I always watch the World Cup. I love it so much. My dad was born and raised in England. First off, that England-Mexico game was so intense. I loved it. Second off, politics should never be involved in sports, period. That just motivated Belgium so much that they just destroyed us without even their best players on the pitch to start. Third off, Argentina, they're getting so many of these calls, it's unreal. Like, I don't understand how a VAR can interfere with something that the ref said no, all the way down the other side of the pitch. when Egypt scored their second goal. They did score another goal, and Egypt ended up shit in the bed, but I don't agree with that. Third or fourth off, whatever it is at this point, France is looking really good. They have a great game against Morocco, and that one I am really rooting for Morocco. I like an underdog, and Morocco shouldn't really be an underdog. They're a really good team. But anyways, I don't know who's going to win this at this point. It's all up in arms at this point. Who do you guys think is going to win the World Cup this year? I don't know. Probably Argentina, right?
America haven't experienced nothing like this before, man. They love the American football. Now we brought them the world football. And now they're going crazy about the world football.
One thing I hate about
but I'm so late to the fucking game. Like, this is apparently like their last fucking World Cup. And I'm like, all right.
The scenes from the World Cup in America are insane.
First, we have Norway fans. They've taken over the streets of Boston and are rowing up escalators. We got the American police partying with Cape Verde fans and doing kick-ups in the streets. This cop can actually ball. These Scottish fans were absolutely stunned by the American cheerleaders at a match. Oh yeah, and the Scottish fans also took over an American baseball game. The Scottish kid even caught a home run ball. And Boston News is reporting that the Scottish fans have drunk the city dry and they are running out of beer. Dutch fans are everywhere. Ecuador fans are everywhere. Algeria fans took over the streets of Kansas City with flares and fireworks. Holland was having the time of his life at a hockey game, and people really thought this World Cup in America was going to be a flop.
Happy birthday to me today, and I feel validated today, and that is because of this. I live in LA, right, and I've been here for 11 years, and over the time I've been here, the country has had some interesting lefts and rights and ups and downs, is the polite way to put it, and I have to deal with my friends seeing things on the news that paints the US in general in a terrible light, and I'm speaking to you Americans here. You know that, but what we know living here is that it's actually, you know, for the most part, a wonderful place. I wouldn't live here if I didn't like it. And I know there's a lot of Americans out there that are like, well, if I could leave, I would leave. But what the Football World Cup, Soccer World Cup is showing the rest of the world, who are coming to visit the USA in their millions, to see the spectacle that is the World Cup. Okay, you would understand that if you weren't American, that it's a really big deal, and is that the USA is a pretty fucking awesome thing to behold. European tourists who have come over here in their droves, in their masses, are absolutely in awe of the views, the scenery, the mountains, the coast, the greenery, the vastness, the expanse of the country. They're tweeting and posting about Waffle House. Waffle House seems to be the most amazing thing to Europeans. About multi-story Starbucks with escalators going. The infrastructure. The hospitality. There's a whole wave of European ranch dressing fans. Ranch dressing, I should say. Ranch, not ranch. Ranch dressing. There's a whole swathe of Europeans We want ranch dressing and Europe, quickly, quick smart. It validates me, not that I require validation of anybody anymore. I've changed, I'm a changed man. People are seeing that the US is more than the things they're seeing on the news in their respective countries in Europe. And it feels nice. People are saying we want to come back. They already want to come back before they've even left. And don't get me started on the sports stadiums. People are visiting these stadiums and they are wondrous. They're incredible. They're huge, 70, 80,000 seats. And that's just small fry. And so people are walking into these modern, beautiful stadiums thinking, what? This is fucking incredible. That's incredible. And so, you know, I've had to deal with a lot of like, hope it's going well for you over there. Looks like a nightmare, you know? I just have to read social media with this kind of sound coming out of my mouth. My brother and my mum, they come here every year to visit 'cause they love it. They love it here. So it's nice, right? Well done, you Americans, for being you, for being welcoming, for being hospitable. And, you know, even the Iranian team came out and they said, we've never felt so welcome, you know. And now, admittedly, the government made sure that the Iranian football team was moved to Mexico to train. And then they shipped them in for the games. That doesn't seem very nice, but that's the government, right? Don't get me started. I'm trying to stay away from politics here. But the people, the fans that they interviewed after the game were like, everyone's welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. All right? It's hot. It's heartwarming. I live here. I'm proud to say that I live here. You can take your negative reviews and your bad vibes and just, you know, and you can... And finally, IHOP. Right? IHOP. There's Waffle House and there's IHOP, which stands for the International House of Pancakes. Do you know that? You can get really good deals on your breakfast. But what's quite funny is I have a friend who met his beautiful, beautiful girlfriend by chance in IHOP. And he doesn't refer to it as the International House of Pancakes because of his girlfriend and how he met her. No, he refers to it as the International House of...
Since the World Cup has started, do you know something I'm finding very, very entertaining? Is Americans realizing that all the numbers and people they thought were like the biggest things to ever hit the world are small fry. When Americans would be like, who's this Ronaldo guy? Who's this Messi guy? They don't have more followers than Taylor Swift. And then they see the amount of followers Ronaldo has. They're like, oh my God, no, it has to be an American. No, one of the Kardashians. No, Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner. Someone has to have more followers than this Ronaldo guy or this Messi guy. And it's just so fascinating watching the mask peel off and then they realize they're not the center of the world like they thought they were. And it's just interesting watching all the meltdowns happen. Yeah, your numbers are babies compared to some of the guys we have.
Service that's just insane. I actually can't cope. I'm so overwhelmed. I feel like I'm going to get in the car and cry my eyes out.
Irish couple Scott Young and Amy Dinsmore were road tripping through the southern U.S. and shared a meal at an Alabama restaurant that left them with a lifelong core memory.
We have literally just had the best restaurant experience that we'll probably ever have.
It was the staff at Liberty Restaurant in Scottsboro, Alabama, that welcomed them with good food and warm southern hospitality.
She's calling you baby.
I know, that's so
Baby.
nice.
She was like, okay, what can I get you, baby? It felt like a big, warm hug.
I feel like I'm starting to feel more like at home.
And when the couple went to pay, the owner of the restaurant, Barry Nichols, picked up the tab.
It was as if like time had froze. We were like, what?
Just because we never experience anything like that at home. It feels like too much. Oh, we appreciate that so much. Oh, thank you so much.
The couple posted about the experience on TikTok and it got nearly 1 million views. These heartwarming moments are being deemed the Great American Sleepover, touching realizations in which foreigners, some in the US for World Cup games, discover quirky American novelties.
I can upgrade it, like upgraded mayonnaise? Yeah. I feel like this is illegal.
Or met acts of kindness from the American strangers.
Can you believe that?
Oh my God.
But Barry says picking up a tab isn't out of the ordinary at his restaurant.
I do it at least once a day for somebody.
Plus, you know, as in any area, there are homeless people and everything. I do meals. I don't charge them ever. I don't want anybody being hungry.
So CNN decided to plan a reunion between Barry and the couple. So I do have a little surprise for you both, if you'd like to count down from 3 to 1.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what's that? Ah, no way.
Oh my goodness!
It's good to see y'all. Everybody's back home now.
We're back in Ireland.
Had a good trip and enjoyed yourself.
Oh yeah,
We loved it.
We did.
We had a trip of a lifetime. We felt so at home. I teared up a solid 3 times in your restaurant because I was so moved by the whole experience.
And Barry asked the couple to leave their mark at the restaurant forever.
Before you leave, sign the wall over here.
Until they meet again.
There's talk of potentially coming back. We're making sure that Scottsboro is on our trip.
From people all over the world that are now in the US for the World Cup is some of the best, most wholesome content I have seen on social media in a really long time. So we have the German man, he's only on X, but he is posting, he's in the South currently, and he's traveling here for all 6 weeks during the World Cup. And he's just blown away by the simplest things. I just posted a story of these Argentinian men in Boston, and they're eating a lobster roll and clam chowder for the first time, and they're talking about how delicious it is. There was another man, I forget where he was from, and he's in Texas, and he made a video from a Buc-ee's gas station, and he cannot believe how big it is. Then there's these 2 Italian men that went into a grocery store and they found a gallon of milk, and they're like, oh my God, we've never seen a gallon of milk before. They're holding it up. You have people walking through American neighborhoods showing just average American homes, and they're in shock. They're like, oh my God, this is like right out of the movies. Then there's this man who is a fan of Team Norway. He's Norwegian, and he's in North Carolina where their home base is, and he's coming across Norwegian fans, people wearing the jerseys, the Viking hats. And so he said,
the World Cup is helping to heal the world. If you guys do not get so much joy out of seeing our out-of-town guest come and enjoy things like In-N-Out, the Cheesecake Factory, Walmart, Costco, I don't know what is wrong with you. I think it's the most beautiful thing ever. And it just shows that we get so caught up as a society and what social media has to say, what the media is feeding us, what entertainment is feeding us, that if we just stopped and actually lived in reality and saw how much everything is a lie and how they pit us against each other, guys, this could be something that's an everyday thing. A lot of them are saying, hey, like, everybody was totally wrong about America. It's actually pretty lit, and like everyone's super nice, and like, no, I don't just think I'm just gonna be gunned down in the middle of the street for no reason. And that is so like music to my ears, because it's like if you have guests at your house, you want them to have a great experience, you know? So as they're going around and they're saying how nice everybody is, great job, Americans, great job. Everybody that's in Houston, everyone that's in Boston, you know, and all the cities that are making everyone feel welcome, you are great. This is what this nation is for, and we love everyone. We love everyone. So if you are here for the World Cup, if you are visiting, welcome to the USA.
The women, jeez, the football. Yeah!
What do you find the American people to be like?
Friendly and full of hope and positivity.
Very hospitable, very helpful, great fun.
Really communicative, you know, talk, and everybody wants to have a chat and talk to you. And
we love the US.
Greatest country in the world.
I was really amazed of the hospitality here in Texas. The people are really friendly.
And everybody's been super hospitable and friendly.
You got any single friends? I do, I have plenty.
I just want a passport, you see. But I'm not bad to hang out with too.
And so what do you think of Texas?
Oh, Texas is great. Very, very good steak. Buffalo steak was wow.
You found the people in Texas to be so far?
Very polite. Friendliest people we've seen since I've been here. We've got lovely people. Makes us want to move over here, but we can't, so it's fine.
So much more friendlier. Everyone in London's miserable because the weather's rubbish. It's raining all the time. But everyone is lovely. The sun's out. It's great. It's so good.
I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying the World Cup. I really am. I'm glad that America's doing a good job. I'm anticipating the next match coming on. It's exciting. People are enthused about it. I wish Italy would have qualified, but that's another story. But what I'm most excited about and what thrills me the most about the World Cup is that individuals from other parts of the world, when they come to our country, America, they love it. What they were told in their own countries about our country is completely false to them. They get here and they're loving it. They're loving our patriotism. They're loving our hospitality. They're loving our country. Let's take a look at a few people talk about it. Let's take a look at this guy first.
We owe America a huge apology because America is nothing like what the media tells us. Everyone is so friendly, everyone is so accommodating, and I've honestly had the best time.
No need to apologize, brother. You experienced America firsthand with your own eyes. You had your own experience. Now you know what not to listen to when you go home. So thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now let's take a look at and listen to these two.
Americans love their country so much. But now people are visiting and they're starting to understand why Americans are like this. Because America is freaking amazing. I'm starting to realize, like, we're seeing videos online of people being like, okay, yeah, I understand why Americans are always flying the American flag and always tooting their own trumpet.
Yeah.
Because America is insane.
It's amazing.
Again, thank you. Yes, we're very patriotic. We love our country. We wave our flags. We're very happy to be Americans, and I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves here in our great country. See, this is what I'm enjoying the most about the World Cup. People's experiences in our great country, the United States of America. This is why we fight so hard to preserve it.
Can I just say I am absolutely loving the fact that the World Cup is here in America and all these different countries, seeing all these different countries come together and experiencing America for the first time and realizing they had it wrong, that America is nothing like what they thought it was going to be. And it's like them getting excited over the smallest things that we take for granted. Like one guy, I think he loved Walmart so much that he got a tattoo of the logo. Like Walmart. Never in my life would I ever have thought, you know what? I am lucky to have Walmart. And you know, them having experiencing our barbecue, our food, the friendliness of the people, how hospitable America is and how welcoming we are, our patriotism. I think they even got excited over school buses, like seeing yellow school buses for the first time. And it's just, I get so excited. It's like, you know, when you, if you're a good cook anyway, when you want someone to try your dish and you're like sitting there like eyeballing them as they take their first bite because you just want to see the reaction. That's what this feels like. And I love how we've all come together, and we honestly, Americans are really representing America right. And it just comes to show that it was never the people. It's the politicians that have really just completely divided us and gave the wrong story, you know, had the media just completely having us divided. And also even Mexico is just totally just doing it right, you know, treating the other players with the absolute most respect, partying it up, you know, with Koreans and just, you know, it's like, I love seeing this. I don't know so much about Canada. I don't want to say too much because I heard recently that they haven't been getting the best reviews in hospitality, but I know that more stuff is gonna surface and we'll be able to get the full story and the full picture, so I don't want to just kind of make assumptions just yet. But I just like watching these things and seeing people come together and unite, it really makes me so happy. But then it also kind of makes me a little bit nervous on what is to come, because there's been talks of World War III, and it's like, how I can't imagine having so much fun and partying with these new culture, experiencing these new cultures, creating a new family, having all of these good times, breaking bread and creating just amazing memories with our brothers and sisters of other cultures and faiths, and having that experience and having to go to war with them. It just, I don't know what's going to happen after this, and I hope things stay as positive. I know everything is temporary and all good things must come to an end, but I really, really just want things to change for the better, and for us to kind of all unite as one and stop the hating and stop the listening of these politicians, and understand that they're purposely trying to make us fight and divide us. So, but in the meantime, because I don't want to take the joy away, because it's such a good feeling. I don't think I've felt like this happy in a while. And in the meantime, I just feel like they said that one of their favorite things about us was our patriotism, and 4th of July is on its way. And I just want everyone to show them like a good time. Americans have already been doing like amazing, but I can't wait to see the videos of them experiencing the fireworks and the barbecues and the party for the first time. It's going to be so fun. I love this, and I want it to last forever. Oh, and also, I just wanted to point this out, because I've seen a couple videos where people are like, oh, we deserve an apology. And it's like, you know what? They've been apologizing. Them sharing their experience and telling everyone how great America is, they've done more than enough apologizing. And at least they admitted that they were wrong. Because, all of us at one point in time, we've gotten something wrong, but because it's gone so far, when you've just gone so far with an ideal that it's almost embarrassing to come back, where you're like, you know what, I know I'm in the wrong, I'm just gonna keep going with it because I'm gonna be too embarrassed to say that I was wrong. They're not doing that. They're saying they're sorry. We totally misunderstood you. Your country's amazing. We love you. Like, that's more than enough. More than enough. And it's like, I love how people can admit that they were wrong, and not only that, but embrace the culture. And for the first time, they're telling us we have culture, because now they're experiencing it. So, yes, I want this to last forever. Keep going. And Americans, keep being awesome.
4 games left. 4. That's it. That's all we get. And I don't think anybody in this country is ready for it to be over. Like, actually not ready. I've seen grown men in Kansas City crying into a Morocco scarf. I watched a guy in a Messi jersey hug a guy in an Mbappe jersey outside a Waffle House at 1 a.m. and neither of them said a word. They just knew. This whole summer has felt like one giant sleepover. You know that feeling? You're a kid, it's like 2 a.m. Everybody's still up, somebody's telling a story, the chips are gone, but nobody cares. And deep down, you know that eventually the sun's gonna come up and everyone has to go home. But right now, nobody's going home. That's been America for the last month. And now the sun's coming up and we're all pretending we don't see it. Because here's the thing nobody talks about. Americans didn't just host this World Cup, we fell into it. Face first. I'm talking about people who 3 weeks ago called it soccer. with air quotes. Those same people are now saying football with their whole chest. No shame, no hesitation. Your uncle, who only speaks in fantasy football stats, he's in the group chat right now arguing about whether a false nine actually works against a low block. He doesn't fully know what a low block is. Doesn't matter. He's committed. There's a kid on my street juggling a ball against his garage door every single evening. Every evening. That garage door has taken more shots than half the keepers in this tournament. 2 months ago, that same kid was inside playing 2K. And I keep trying to figure out why it hits so hard. And I think it's this. The World Cup isn't really about soccer. I mean, it is, obviously, but it's about 90 minutes where the entire planet cares about the exact same thing at the exact same time. 3 billion people holding their breath together. We don't have anything like that here. The Super Bowl is huge, sure, but the Super Bowl is ours. This thing belongs to everybody. It's like the whole world's been doing a group project for 100 years, and America finally pulled up a chair. And once you feel that, you can't unfeel it. That's the part that's gonna sting when it's over. It's not the games. It's that feeling of the whole world being in the same room. A guy at a bar in Atlanta told me, and I'm quoting him exactly, "I didn't know I could care about Senegal." Me neither, man. Me neither. And yet, there we were, both of us, screaming at a corner kick like our rent depended on it. Bars packed at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. 11. In the morning on a Tuesday, and not one single person in that building was at work. I don't want to know what happened to this country's productivity numbers in the last month, and honestly, neither does anyone else. Some economist somewhere is looking at a chart right now going, what happened in June? And the answer is, football happened, Gerald. Football happened. Okay, but here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. The Europeans don't want to leave either. I'm dead serious. The visitors are just as sad as we are. Maybe sadder. You've got Englishmen out here discovering free refills and reacting like they struck oil. One of them told me, with tears basically forming, "You mean I can just keep filling it?" Yes, Nigel. Forever. As many times as you want. This is America. There are Germans who flew in for 3 group stage matches. 3. They're now 4 weeks deep. They've been to 9 states. And they're asking about apartment prices. Asking about school districts. Sir, your return flight left 20 days ago. I met a French guy defending American breakfast to 2 other French guys. Defending it. Passionately. He said, and again I'm quoting, "The pancakes are an experience." His friends looked at him like he'd betrayed France. He did not care. He ordered more pancakes. They came for the football. That part's true. But somewhere between the stadiums, they got. The portion sizes got them. The "how y'all doing" from complete strangers got them. The fact that some random person in line at a gas station will just start a full conversation with you like you've been friends for 15 years. That got them the most. One Spanish guy told me the drive from the airport to the stadium was longer than his entire country, and he said it like a compliment. Like he was proud of us for it. And you know what's funny? Watching them fall in love with America made a bunch of Americans fall a little more in love with it too. It's like when a friend visits your hometown and they're hyped about stuff you stopped noticing years ago, and suddenly you're seeing it again through their eyes. The whole country's been doing that for a month. Both sides showing each other their thing. We gave them refills and small talk. They gave us the beautiful game Honestly, fair trade. Great trade, even. So yeah, 4 games left. The mom of the sleepover is standing in the doorway with her arms crossed, and the sleeping bags are getting rolled up, whether we like it or not. We went out and talked to fans about it. Americans, Europeans, everybody. Asked them how they're feeling now that this thing's almost done. What they're taking home. What they're gonna miss. Some of the answers are funny. A couple of them genuinely got me. You'll see. Real quick though, before we get into it, if you're enjoying these videos, hit the like button and subscribe. Takes you 2 seconds, and it seriously helps this channel more than you think. All right, enough from me. Here's what they said.